This is Iconoclasts. Before we get into it, I'm going to just preface this by saying there's a lot of movement tech in the beginning of the game, and I'm going to try and get through all of it if I can. Well, I will get through all of it, but it's going to be pretty jam-packed for the first couple minutes. Before we go, I want to do a roll call on the couch.
Hi, I'm Caveman. I'm a Noid 2 Level 2 speedrunner, and I helped Konjac beta test this game. I've never seen a speedrun of it, so I hope it's cool.
I'm Munchakoopas. I run Iconoclast any % no air swim.
I'm Shed. I also run any % no air swim.
And that is the slower category, just pointing that out.
It's the better category.
Okay, time is going to start. I'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. So we got built-in cutscene skips. The dev is great. And then we're going to do a back boost out of this door. And that is shooting one direction and then holding the other direction. You run faster. Thank you. And now this is a kill boost. You have to press jump on the same frame you kill an enemy, and you will jump in midair. It's not intended. And we got it. And now is a slope boost. You stomp into a slope, and that's the most speed you can get. We're going to be doing that whenever we can. And here's the first boss. This guy, we just shoot a bunch, and then we shoot a charge shot at him. And the charge shot gives our gun a cooldown, so we can't just spam it.
The charge shot's the same thing that gave us that speed boost earlier as well.
All right, coming up, one frame trick, very important, called blobless. Bounceless, not blobless. Same thing. It saves about a second.
If that. Nope.
No, I just got noped so hard. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of really small tech that we're doing as we go through here, just to save a little bit of time. Managing our charge shot, kill boosting like this, so we can back boost up here, that kind of thing. And now we get back to the town, and bad stuff is happening. You guys want to explain the story a little bit?
Sure. So at this point in the story, Robin has learned that, well, we learned that being a mechanic is illegal in this world, and Robin is a mechanic, and that has to do with the religion that currently controls this world, called the One Concern. Earlier, Robin met a couple of agents from the One Concern who were looking to basically arrest her. And so now Robin is going to check on her brother in the next town over, and so that's what Risky is going to do now.
These turtles are the worst enemy in the game, bar none. They're just RNG walking around. You can't really kill them fast. They're just miserable. They want to bring everyone down with them.
Yeah. When you see an enemy have like a green aura around it, that means Risky can use his wrench to either like reflect the enemy or damage it in some way.
Basically a parry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of projectiles that you can do that too in this game as well.
And the wrenches we use for a lot of these puzzles, as you see me wrenching them. All right. And go ahead.
We mentioned this this gun boost that you'll see him doing. It's sort of a pseudo double jump, and that tends to break a lot of the puzzles in this area wide open.
So coming up is deer jump. This is actually a one frame jump that I hopefully will get first try.
Ooh,
Nope.
Close.
Go for it again. We got it.
Nice.
Wow.
Sick. That's called deer jump because there's a deer right there.
That's it.
The deer doesn't have anything to do with the jump. It's
Very
just-
good naming conventions.
It's near it.
It did it one time.
Oh, interesting.
So we missed the kill boost there. Go for the backup. That one's kind of awkward. And oh. Coming up is another very hard trick called the Ween So Smart skip, because my friend Weenus worked it out, basically. Nailed it.
Nice.
Had to buffer a few times, but
Huh.
that trick is dope.
Very, very unintended if it wasn't clear.
Yeah, that skips a big puzzle right there. Oh, big. 8 seconds or something like that. It's big to me. So now we're in town, and we're just gonna grab this chest over here so we can craft some upgrades later on. And we grabbed a few chests earlier as well. And we're going to craft 3 upgrades throughout the run, 2 of which don't seem like they make much sense for a speed run. We'll touch on that when we get there. Oh. So right there's a trick called fast text. If you hold jump and wrench at a certain timing, you go through the text extremely quickly. And if you've ever played or run the game, you would see how much of a difference it actually makes.
It was a good day when we found that and we didn't have to mash through the text anymore.
So we just talked to this guy, and now he unlocks making upgrades for us. He's part of the Chemico-Contra. Munchie, you want to explain a little bit about them?
Sure. The Chemico-Contra is a part of the One Concern that, in secret, has chosen to help the people of the world find alternative energy sources, as well as other means of living. So you may have noticed Risky just picked up an ivory battery. In this world, ivory is the power source for all machines. And that's one reason why the One Concern is so careful about who they make a mechanic, is because machines and how you interact with them are very important in the One Concern religion. And so here, Robin has been arrested for being discovered as a mechanic and helping her brother. And then Elro's family is left to face the penance from the One Concern. And now we are introduced to Mina, the pirate.
Yeah, she becomes our Biffle. She's pretty cool. Now we have the stealth section coming up. And dads, get your notebooks out. And
Shoutouts to S. Grunt.
so you can't make creaking noises up here, but you can shoot your gun as much as you want, as long as they don't hear your footsteps. Not a very loud gun. All right, and now coming up is Kerthunk, who's, I guess, like the real first boss of the game. The first controller fight wasn't much, but we're not going to fight him.
That's him right there.
Yeah, that's Kerthunk. You'll see him briefly again. And here we're getting, oh, what is this called? Wrench storage, I guess?
I think so.
I just call it Kerthunk skip because it's the only place we use it.
And now we just Gumby over to Kerthunk, and then we moonwalk out of his cutscene.
Bye.
And now the fight's over.
See you later. So to explain a little bit of what's going on there.
What on earth was that?
You store the action of you moving the wrench, and basically it lets you move during that cutscene. So you can move to the trigger of the next cutscene, and then be there once the first one ends, so we don't ever have to fight the boss.
That's amazing.
So that's our first schematic for the first upgrade we're going to get. And we'll be crafting it in a sec, and I'll explain when I do. This is just some pretty tight movement with a lot of cool movement tech. If you want to read some donations, it'd be a good time.
Yeah, totally. We have a $250 donation from Danda Kodal, who says, Risky! We've been waiting for this. Good luck with the run, buddy. Thank you, SGDQ, for the awesome event for an awesome cause.
Oh my god. I can't.
We also have a $50 donation from Dagum, who says, Hey, Risky, I really like your shirt. Good luck with the run. Another $50 from Rogue Force 9. Yes! I rushed home from a wedding just so I wouldn't miss out on my buddy RiskyCB, and to my joy, I have made it just in time.
What's up, Rogue?
Wish him the best of luck, and donation goes to Runner's Choice.
That's a little puzzle skip right there. You can just kind of jump out of the gap.
Yeah, this game features coyote time, meaning that after you walk off of a ledge, you actually have a split second to still input a jump.
Oh, whoa! I had not seen that before, actually.
You will never see it again.
What are hitboxes?
No.
That guy's hitbox is actually on his feet. It's very strange. The huge rock part that he is not a hitbox at all. But if you look at the little blue goop down there, that will hurt you.
Oh, hey, he's corrupted.
I guess he's a snail. I don't.
Huh. Lore.
And we're doing desert this whole section just so we can get the gun at the end, which we'll be coming up on soon.
Just a couple more puzzles till we get there so we can read a donation or two.
All right. Let's see. We had a $10 donation from Grumelios, who says, Best mustache of the marathon?
You see Caveman
This
behind
is
me?
a competition
This is,
here.
there is a strong competition here
this
going on.
Like, this is probably going to be the best run for mustaches you're going to see ever. But it's
man.
debatable who's got it.
Good luck on Iconoclasts Risky and to everyone else this week as well.
All right. So that you'll see how fast this text goes, maybe. But we're going to do this part without looking. It was supposed to be our incentive, but I am bad at things.
You forgot to make it an incentive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a little mini game you have to do to get an upgrade to your bomb gun.
I need some serious time, sorry, just to hear the when he picks up the box and stuff. That's it. We did it.
Yeah.
Cue applause.
The order is always the same.
Just doing it without looking
Muncha.
because...
Muncha. And Shed. Stop it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why are you blowing me up like that?
I was impressed. I thought it was cool.
Everyone was impressed too.
So because we did that, we got the bomb gun upgrade to our stun gun here. It shoots stun bombs, or hamburgers as we like to call them.
I should probably explain that. That is the main reason we came here, and we need it to complete one puzzle later on in the game, and that's it. It's pretty great. So now we're going to leave desert. Ignoring what just happened and what's happening right now. Okay. What? How did it... Never mind.
Hitboxes are no.
GDQ. Okay. That was not great. Okay. So now we got more sweep movement, and the glitches will start happening very soon, and the run will start getting destroyed. First, we got to pick up this. And I think we have basically everything to craft what we need. We only have one schematic for one upgrade right now. And this is a glitch that lets you craft stuff at the save statue. Normally, you're not able to. And we equip Breathless. And what this does is give us more breath when we're swimming.
And that might sound weird if you don't quite know what's coming up next.
Don't mind me. This trick is rather finicky. There we go. We zipped across the room, and now we're swimming in the air.
Huh.
The issue here is that it's pixel perfect to interact with things now. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh, this. No, what's happening? Why? I'm dead. Okay.
All right.
And this game resizes itself for some reason, so that's interesting. There we go. Let's try that again. This is not my normal keyboard, John's, so. Oh. Wow, first try. That is sick.
There you go.
Hey.
Let's
the
not
run
fast
back.
swim over here at all. Let's just try and conserve our breath. What? Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
I have to like. Oh, what is happening? Why?
Yeah. Opening the chest will refill his air, so.
Oh,
There it is.
Hey.
we definitely have to do it again. Coming up right here with way less breath, so this will be fun.
So you can swim faster in this game by mashing jump, but doing so costs more breath, so we're just going to conserve here by slow swimming across.
All right. Oh, please. Oh,
There we go.
Oh my god.
so since that's the hard part of the trick, I'm sure I'm going to fail on some easy part up here. Let's see. So now we're completely out of bounds here. Just kind of ignoring the game's boundaries, like who cares at all.
What are walls?
What are walls? The reason we can swim under terrain is because we crouch while walking into the water, and that maintains a crouching hitbox for us as we swim. So we're just a lot smaller than the game expects.
Right here we started a boss fight without actually being in the boss fight.
Yep, and then we just leave, because this triggers a cutscene over here that we need. Oops, there's a mouse. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to leave this area. Get him near where I'm concentrating if you can.
I don't know what I expected. Honestly, this is a lot.
Okay, so now we're gonna wait a little bit on purpose. Okay, perfect. So now we're in the boss fight. Bunch of bad dudes here, and we need to die. We cannot fight the boss while we're swimming because we'll just run out of breath, and we can't. So we let this tree that shoots bombs kill us. And the game resized again. What? Okay. Here we go.
And now we're no longer air swimming.
Yep, and we're good to continue. This is Tolo. If you know Portuguese, you might know what his name means.
This is a helicopter. It has arms. Don't question it.
As you can see, we cannot shoot the helicopter. So we need our Brolo, if you want to call him that, to throw some grenades. A lot of the fights in this game are scripted phases like this, where you kind of have to wait it out. And after this one is like a normal boss phase. And the boss music in this game is sick.
All the music in this game is sick.
Yeah, this game is sick.
Made by a single man. Every aspect of it.
Okay, here's the fight. This one's kind of tight to do right. That was a good rhyme. So we have to crouch before we get hit to reduce knockback.
Nope.
That's okay. That's the fight.
That's pretty fast, too.
That was definitely a good fight. Now we fall asleep and like talk to our dad in our head. It's not too important, so you can definitely read some donations.
All right. We have a $50 donation from Sullen Echoes, who says, "Love Iconoclasts. I love this event and break all the games." That is a tall order for you, my friend, but I am glad that we are setting you up for that. We have a $150 donation from Jay Papalonia. "I love all of the GDQs and always try to watch and donate as much as I can. Good luck to all the runners, and say hi to the tech crew for me." Hello, tech crew.
So now we're in Isilugar, I believe is how it's pronounced, which is a town made exclusively of pirates. That is just the people that live here. They're separate from the one concern that we've been fighting before.
They're like cool pirates, though. They're actually
Yeah.
the good people.
Yeah, they're the good people.
All right, we just picked up a second schematic, and we're going to craft a second breathless with that. And breathe a lot of air for reasons.
So part of the story right now is that the one concern is now attacking this base that we were just in, so we need to go down here, or supposedly we need to go down here and activate some of the security measures.
Right.
But,
We will activate much more than that.
yes.
Okay, so we will fail to craft this real quick. There we go. Save. All right, now some more crazy glitchiness. Here we're gonna set our last grounded coordinate to that spot on the screen. And you already know something crazy is about to happen if I say that.
All right. I'm sitting up.
We're out of bounds.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
We have to go down and up for reasons, and if you are in a certain swimming animation, your head tilts out while you go up, you transition and it ruins the whole trick pretty much. So we're just gonna swim up and over. This is the safe route for sure. You can do this quicker, but GDQ, boom. Go over here, and then we swim down. And this skips a key door and some other stuff later on in the next rooms. Wait for the room to transition down, and then we swim over, and now we're going to warp into like 2 rooms away and grab the schematic.
Don't worry about it, caveman.
Okay.
That's all we can really say about it, too.
That room is.
The rule of thumb with out of bounds in this game is we don't know how they work either. They just do.
So if you like try to transition on certain rooms, the game gets confused, and it sends you to your last grounded spot, that's where that warp corresponded to, because we touched the ground in that other spot. Let me craft our final upgrade right here. This is dodge roll. All right. And now we are helping some scientists. We're going to grab this key, avoid these scary fish. Those things freaked me out when I played.
Toothy.
Is that what they're called?
I believe the name of them in game is Manobite.
All right, we're gonna throw this block here, shoot this grenade in a certain spot. I don't think that's gonna work. That did work. And we're gonna open that up for later.
This is the dodge roll that we crafted. You'll seeing him use it in midair.
Yeah, I use that quite a bit.
It's pretty useful for speed and glitches alike.
You're invincible during the first half of it, so you can dodge through enemies. There is contact damage in this game. And coming up is a pretty cool puzzle sequence. Hopefully we get it all smooth and stuff. This is the gun. This is what we need the gun for, by the way. This one puzzle.
The charged up version of the bomb is a missile. And so you can see him use that a couple times, but yeah, we need the bomb gun to move these platforms around to be able to progress.
What? I wasn't looking. Whoops. I have too much faith in myself.
There you go.
Okay. And now it's a pretty cool sequence right here. Boom. So when you stomp, you can cancel it with a wrench swing, and then you can cancel that with like a jump or whatever you want. Whoops, I'm just standing here. Okay, so we open this door, and that's the whole reason we came over here, is just to open this room and that door. That boss, you normally have to clear this whole area and collect 3 keys to actually get it functioning and be able to fight it. But we have other things in mind. And we can keep this slope boost all the way over here. That's why we're running so fast right now. As long as you don't turn around or get hit. We're gonna save as some wonky stuff about to happen. If you dodge roll into water, just like crouch into it, you get misaligned and it lets you swim under terrain like this. And now we have a weird kind of thing coming up. We got it, nice. We're not gonna fast swim at all because I'm having trouble aligning myself. So we need to talk to this thing right here. Be careful now.
Reading signs lets you refill your breath.
Right, reading signs are talking to NPCs, which is very relevant later on. And we need to use that ladder so the game thinks we're grounded again for cutscenes, because if you're not grounded, or if the game thinks you're not grounded, you just fall forever and you're soft locked. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Now the hard part of it.
Ooh. There it is.
Nice, nice. And then, okay, that is like the hard part normally. Hopefully we can get the alignment in the next room that we need to refill our breath. And this is just gonna let us swim over this boss.
Instead of fighting it.
That's better.
It is definitely faster. Okay, we need to align with the ground here. Not quite. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, now this is a cutscene. And we just have to, what? What's happening?
Stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
There's a thing like refreshing up there. I don't really know.
I hear some swimming.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like spamming the button. Oh, well, this is cool. This is definitely what we want.
Is it?
It's literally what we want because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trolling you right now.
Oh, you got me, man. You got me.
Got him.
We just, oh. So we swam through an unloaded room, back to this room,
Over and over again.
and now we're going to watch Robin be sad for a little bit because we're stuck here and we kind of have to die.
That's why, if you noticed, he equipped his Breathless to make this run out faster.
Yeah, it would have taken way, way longer otherwise.
She looks so upset at what you're doing to her.
Very indignant. It's for the greater good, Robin. Boom. Maybe I'll get resize skip soon. Okay.
So this is technically a boss fight with Agent White, who is an operative of the One Concern, who has found you and is now trying to probably kill you. Although I guess the original intent was to arrest you.
Look how fast Mina slides through here, and we're just
I know.
goofing off. And it's kind of like 2 auto-scrollers, and then like a couple fight phases during this. It's kind of interesting how Kanye split it up. And coming up is the hardest skip in the run. I was gonna not say anything before I did it, but it's in this room. We'll see if we get it.
It's very frame perfect, and the cues for it are basically non-existent. Good luck.
Oh, it's a frame too soon. That's unfortunate. So that just means we have to fight this boss phase, which is about 40-second time loss. No biggie.
If he had gotten that skip, then you wouldn't have to see this phase at all. You'd just skip to the next cutscene.
And because Risky had, he overrode so many different cutscenes, there's no music playing now.
You do get to see him turn into a tree, though, which is nice.
Part of the story of this game is these agents have had their blood replaced with ivory, I believe, among other things, which, because of the way this world works, basically makes them invincible. They can regenerate their health. But the pirates, and specifically Mina, have a way to take them out, and that's what we just did there. But this is the first time that the One Concern has seen it, so now they kind of know that we can deal with them, basically.
We bad. We bad.
Turn that guy into a tree.
Yeah, we'll see that in a sec here.
Gross.
All right, we carry the slow boost back again, and this is it for this section of the game too. We only have to do that. We pretty much only need one thing to complete the game, and it's an upgrade that's coming up for us. And everything else is to get that upgrade, because you can't kill the final boss without it. We're gonna go back to this town, and there are gonna be some baddies here that we're gonna have to clean up. You see the counter in the bottom left as we kill them. These dudes you cannot shoot from the front with a missile while they have the shield facing you. The missile one-shots all of them though, so he's not facing us. Easy enough. You can also stomp these guys.
Dang. So this room has 2 enemies at the end of the hall. If you're lucky, you'll hit both of them with 1 missile sometimes.
Yeah. Oh. Apparently Shed gets it 40% of the time.
I do.
I've gotten it like 2 times in my whole life. Oh. You can probably read a donation or 2.
Yeah, totally. So we have a $15 donation from Moo Akai, who says, "Yo, it's Moo. Good luck, Risky. Say hi to Muncha for me. I'll be there in a few more days. Reminder not to hug Dad. Go fast."
Not to, he's gonna be upset.
We also have a $150 donation from Rye88, who says, "Another GDQ, another good time to donate my money. Can't wait for that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 run. Gotta get hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, so here's the upgrade I'm talking about. It's electric wrench. Ooh. And when you spin your wrench, it's all electric-y and cool. That's pretty much what it does.
Lets you charge up some things and ride some rails.
That's
that was a dodge jump
That was
into a
kinda goofy.
cutscene.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, those are fun.
You Here, get the slope boost here. Talk to Mina again. This is just kind of some obligatory cutscenes so we don't soft walk later on. Oh, music.
Finally.
I love that.
More cutscenes.
Yeah, feel free to read a couple more donations.
All right. We have a 15. No, sorry. Yeah, 15. From Leo Wantenberg, who says the more Shantae, the better. We still have a bid war, well, not a bid war, actually, a donation incentive for a Shantae race to upgrade that race to all dark magic instead of just an 80% race. Right now, that's at $5,763 of 10,000. So if you want to see that, we need to get those donations in before the end of Kirby coming up after this run.
Okay, so we're going to re-equip our Breathless, save, and do some more wacky shenanigans. This is the biggest trick of the run, by far. I was practicing it earlier. There are a couple alignments that we need to get. I really want to get them. We are swimming from Izzy, and we're going to break into like the fast travel area. There's fast travel sections all throughout the game, but they don't unlock until you do a certain cutscene usually. But if you're a madman, you can swim into them. Okay. We're going to interact with this ladder so we get the grounded state again. And when we hit this transition, it refills our breath. I don't know why exactly, but it was a wonderful change Cognac did. And it was to fix something else. And it just made my life so great.
There we go.
That one's not a big deal. If I miss, I can go to the transition at least. These next two coming up are definitely a big deal. Okay, we're back in Block Rock. This is the first zone of the game, if you remember.
So if you've played this game before casually, you might notice that we haven't actually progressed the plot very far, and there's not much time left in our estimate. There's a good reason for that.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of video game left. I'm pretty interested in how you manage that.
Gustavo, love me. Oh, you love me. All right, so since we just did that, now we have to go interact with this ladder up here in a very strange, specific way. Okay, we want to get the very first pixel of climbing the ladder and no further. So that's the coordinate that the game has set for us the last time we were grounded.
Oh.
You son of Gustavo. Please.
Please.
Gustavo. Oh. We're going to go for that one more time. We got to redo all this part right here, fortunately.
Don't forget to maximize the window.
Oh, I did forget.
All good.
I usually play windowed, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us knew that thing about the window until today, so.
Trying to get the mouse off screen, but it's just really persistent. Okay. Oh. Come on. There we go. So touching the surface of the water right there refills our breath, because it's like that's what normally happens in the game too. But we have to stay out of bounds while we do it, so we don't just go into the water and we're forced in bounds again. You can definitely read some donations right now since it's just the same thing.
All right, we have a $50 donation from OP Espresso, tossing out some hype for Iconoclasts, putting this down for the Shantae upgrade. And $50 from Blue Leaf, donating for the first time for Kirby Superstar Ultra. This is my first Kirby game and has a special place in my heart.
The reason the alignments on the talking to things is so hard is because it's pixel perfect, and if you have to press down to talk to them. So if you press down, it messes up your alignment and just makes it very finicky. Oh. Love me once, you love me.
Nice.
Love me twice, please.
Please, Gustavo. Come on. Yes.
Woo.
All right. Now for the rest of the trick.
Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. That was definitely an easy part. So we just got warped all the way across that screen where Gustavo is normally in because we touched that ladder way over there. And now we should be able to get this. We got it.
Nice.
Okay, we refilled there. Now, the only thing that can really go wrong in this portion of the trick is if my ladder alignment was not right. But I'm pretty sure it is because I'm a legend, so we'll be good.
Oh, all right. That's good. I feel good about this run now.
Boom, we got it.
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
Ah.
So this is the final area of the game.
It's the end of the video game there.
It's just below the starting area. It's just normally blocked off. But because of Air Swim, we're here now.
Huh. Yeah.
now we need to do one of these really hard zips. We got it.
Nice.
Oh, we have one more hard thing coming up in this trick, and then we will be clear.
So this is a sequence of fights that you're normally supposed to do, but we don't even have the upgrades you're supposed to have to be able to do them in the first place. So we have to skip them like this.
Woo!
Nice.
So we're in the final boss fight.
time.
This is the final boss.
Still swimming.
And unfortunately, Robin, I'm sorry. You know the drill.
Can't fight him air swimming. So this might look pretty weird. The final boss like kind of screws with your head basically, and this is you fighting yourself, but also the portrayals of the people you've met along the way, or that you're supposed to have met along the way, that we have not seen, or have seen but very little of.
All right, pretty good first phase right there. Getting the initial wrench is tricky. In these next two phases, we're going to do something called infinite wrench glitch, if we can pull it off. And it's what we did on the very first boss skip, but we do it here. We got it?
Nice.
There it is.
And this is the entire reason we needed to get the electric wrench upgrade, is to be able to do this phase. Because you need to charge up these sunflowers.
All right, and we got to get it one more time right here. We did not get it in this phase, unfortunately. So this is what we have to do. Imagine if it was continuously getting hit the whole time.
It's a lot faster.
Yeah, it saves like probably 10 seconds or more. And these are safe spots on the very edge of the screen. Okay. One more phase of Nightmare, and then this part of the final boss is over.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, too soon. The sounds replay when you pause at certain times, and that can be kind of crazy. Okay. Now we have one more discussion with our dad. And Mumu wanted us not to hug him, but we got to be fast.
Unfortunately, it is faster to give your dad a hug. Even though he's kind of a jerk.
There we go. Yeah, it was actually like a few days ago that I worked out the dad strats. They're definitely harder too, but...
We used to think that not hugging your dad was, well, maybe not faster, but easier. Just so whether you hug your dad or not affects one thing in the final boss, and we can explain it when it happens. But yeah, basically we thought that not hugging your dad was an easier part of the phase, but it turns out that there's a fast, really, really fast strat if you do hug him.
You want to explain the story behind this boss, Muncha?
Sure.
Starworm.
So what we missed throughout the entire rest of the game is that the one concern actually worships the giant worm from space.
So this is their god.
Yep.
Also, we're going to beat him up.
Where are you? Get over here. You can do that way faster and swaggier, but we didn't. Okay. This part of the fight is over. Now
on to the...
I'm not going to skip this cutscene.
yeah.
The reveal.
This is an important one.
Yeah.
Ugh. If you saw this coming, you are a genius. Yeah, question mark. I agree.
It was a giant chicken the
It's
whole
just
time.
a giant bird that you... I don't know. I don't know where it came from.
He's really upset.
There's like one hint to that he might be the final boss. Really early in the game, there's some feathers on the screen. It's like,
And that's it.
that's all you get.
That's it. Turns out the giant worm was actually a bird in a spaceship. Okay.
Yeah.
But regardless, he's mad at us, so now we got to beat him up for beating us up. There
So-
you go, dad strats, nice.
So that's the effect that, or the attack that is affected by Dad. Sorry.
It's already gone. That was the new strat.
Yeah. The
No.
boss summons a shield, and then you break the shield.
If you talk to Dad, you only have to shoot one if you do it really well.
If you don't talk to dad, you have to use bombs instead.
All right. Time will be coming up soon. See you. There's one input left.
Timing ends on that input.
Right now. That's time. Now, since we killed the worm, who's filled with like the Earth's lifeblood, basically, it goes back to the Earth, and sweet.
We saved the world by beating up God.
That's how we do it. All right. Thank you, everyone that helped me get here, everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. I love this category. It's a blast. Thank you, C Average, for letting me use your keyboard. You are a lifesaver. I didn't bring mine, and the ones in the practice room were just all wacky. I don't know what was going on. Thank you, Couch.
You're welcome.
For the commentary is quite
course.
good. Shout out to me, my Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. It's RiskyCB. Go check it out if you want. I do speedrun Metroidvanias usually, play some Path of Exile, do some Mimi stuff, games like that. And yeah.
Shout outs to the Iconoclast community for finding all of this that just happened before you. There was a
Yeah.
lot of testing and just fooling around that went on to find all of this.
Shout out to Cognac. He specifically kept certain glitches in the run for us just give them extra button inputs, basically, so we can still do them, but it won't happen in casual play. I really appreciate Cognac for that. And yeah, that's it.
All right, that was an awesome run from RiskyCB of Iconoclasts here. I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple quick donations. We had a $25 donation from Sasha Amethyst, who says, another year, another SGDQ. Good luck to all the runners. This goes to getting all the dark magic in Shantae, which is our donation incentive. We have up until the end of Kirby Superstar Ultra, which is coming up next with Ken in 11. We still need about $4,000 for that incentive. So if you want to see that run get upgraded for this awesome race that's coming up, go ahead and donate towards that incentive. All right, we're going to go ahead and run a quick 60 seconds of ads here. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the Boix hosting for you over here at SGDQ 2018, powered by Twitch. I'm going to go ahead and read a couple more donations here while we're getting set up for the next event. We had a $150 donation from Carl Marshall. It says, happy to support GDQ and a great charity like MSF. Looking forward to all the runs this coming week. Good luck to all the runners and another amazing heart emoji. Thank you. Less than 3 to you as well. We had a $5 donation from Evil Dr. Mr. Sparkles. Longtime watcher GDQ, can't wait to see more of my favorite games demolished by these players, and good luck to everyone. We also had a $5 donation from Young Toad. It says, getting my first donation ever to the events in, so I guess I get to be in on the donation meme, huh? Longtime watcher, first time donator. Putting this towards Shantae upgrade because, I mean, what game doesn't need more backtracking? And another $50 from AllReb, also towards that Shantae incentive. Here's hoping the all dark magic incentive will be ret to go. Thank you so much. And we have a $150 donation from the Sound Defense, who says, donating for Shantae All Dark Magic in order to unlock the game's true final boss. And to get that sweet prize pack. Thank you so much. Looks like we are ready to go with an interview here over with Proto Magical Girl, Tina Hacks, and JT Norimaki to talk about that Shantae race. So let's go ahead and throw it over.
Hello, Summer Games Done Quick 2018. I'm back again. My name's Proto Magical Girl, and I'm here with JT Norimaki and Tina Hacks, who are going to be racing Shantae and the Pirate's Curse coming up after Kirby Superstar Ultra. How are you both doing today?
Pretty good.
Doing well.
Good to hear it. You both feeling ready for your run?
Yeah, we've had some races. They were all underestimate. That's usually a good thing.
Usually, yeah.
Generally, yeah. So I always get really excited for races in marathons because I feel like there's a lot of story to them and there's often a lot leading up to them. So if you two could kind of give me a breakdown of your experience with Shantae and the Pirate's Curse and the Shantae series in general, and on like speedrunning together, you know, if you've raced this game previous or anything like that, what's led up to this run?
Well, for me, it was 3 years. It was my very first speed game. I've been running it ever since, although I ran a not very well run category known as 100% normal. Recently got into the pirate mode before a tournament where Tina and I actually faced off, and I hate to say it, but this is a bit of a grudge match.
Who won?
Tina beat me by 12 seconds in that race.
Yeah, it was
so
real
you're
close
out-
the whole way through.
So you're out for blood this time then,
Oh yeah,
huh?
there's some revenge that needs to be done, and the fact that she's wearing a risky shirt, you know, it just makes it that much more worth to maybe beat her. So
Yeah, we've got Risky and Shantae.
That's right.
Very good.
Yep.
So yeah, we've got JT out for blood and Tina, who's going to be defending her crown. So the next thing I want to talk about is kind of the big thing with the run is the dark magic category incentive. So currently, or at least last I checked, that's sitting around $7,000 out of the 10,000 or so that it requires. It's on the screen right now. Yeah, about that. So since we haven't met it yet, can you two pitch it to me? I want to know what does dark magic bring to the run?
Yeah, so longtime watchers of GDQs are already going to be familiar with it because one of our commentators has already run it at a GDQ. It's what you have to do in order to get the good ending to the game.
Yep.
So we're going to be showing off a few more screens. We're going to have to kill a few extra things. And then after that, we've got a 4-phase boss instead of a 1-phase boss. It's much harder.
But it's a lot cooler looking, to be honest. It was the boss that I learned the run on. I never did start with just the plain any percent where you just take out the first phase. It's a much more fun, much more satisfying ending to the game, in my opinion. So definitely worth checking out for sure.
Yeah, sounds like it. So keep your donations coming in for that dark magic incentive. As a reminder, after this is Kirby Superstar Ultra and then Shantae's up. So let's get that incentive met. So with both the any percent and the dark magic route, one thing I always enjoy in races is seeing route divergence and then watching it meet up again and seeing who managed to get ahead. So will we be seeing any differences in your routing in either category in this race?
I would say definitely. Tina and I generally have two different philosophies when it comes to the run. Shopping routes tend to separate just a little bit, so
And
you'll
80%
notice,
they're the same.
Yeah, 80% they're generally the same, but there used to be a route divergence until we moved to a more optimized shopping route. But that said, this particular run, if the All Dark Magic is met, you're going to see a route divergence about midway through the run, and we'll find out relatively short, well, actually a bit longer, where we're at when we actually reconverge.
Yep.
So.
Cool. You mentioned your philosophies as speedrunners and how that plays into this game. Could you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse has a lot of flexibility with it. There's a lot of different ways that you could approach things, especially when it comes to the upgrades that you buy, the items that you need. RNG obviously plays a huge part in that. What you get is drops from the monsters that you purposely take out en route. So you get to actually keep track of your inventory mentally because you're not going to want to go into the menu and waste time and just know how many gems you're going to need or if you need any for certain shopping trips throughout the route. And that flexibility makes this fun because no two run is ever the same.
That sounds really interesting, yeah. So next question I want to talk about. Tina, I know at Awesome Games Done Quick, you ran Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap.
Yep.
JT, have you ever run in a GDQ before?
I have not. This is my first actual run in GDQ. I've done many volunteers, but no actual runs.
Well, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Are you too nervous for your race, or do you think you got this?
I feel pretty good.
I feel I could be more nervous than I am, but we're in an interview, so.
Put that good face on for the camera.
Yeah, we're good to go.
So then I think the last thing I want to know before we get on to some of your social media questions is, in the route, I guess in either route really, what's the thing you're most nervous about in the run? Like what's the, a big trick or a difficult section or anything like that? What do you think is going to give you the most trouble or maybe even decide this race?
Crashes.
Oh dear.
So this run does have a couple of spots where it can crash. We have some safety saves already set up. If either of us have to use it, I'm going to be donating $100. I think Nori had something along those lines as well. But
I'd like
yeah,
to get
crashes.
home, but
Yeah, crashes can definitely decide this race. Other than that, there's a couple of spots where you can lose a ton of time.
Yeah.
Run Roddy Tops and Tamline Temple can both really make a difference in either of our runs.
yeah, they're definitely a swing that can happen in either location depending on how the player handles it. Financial impacts for me in both of those, so definitely something for me to be aware of. But as it relates to bosses, I always worry about Dagron. He can be a run killer, a heartbeat if you let him get away out or get out of your control. So he takes a little bit of focus, but as long as you keep him reined in, he's not that bad. But he can certainly get out of hand.
All right, well, that's really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how all of that plays out in the race. Hopefully we won't see any crashes. Hopefully you'll have just fine luck with the bosses. So now I want to move into some of your social media questions. So as a reminder, for a lot of these interviews we do, we send out a tweet on the Games Done Quick Twitter account asking for questions for the runners, and we take some of your questions and give them now. So let's get into this. Our first question is from Vaulty Squirrel, who asks, who is cuter, Shantae or Risky?
There's a definitive answer to this, but because this is such a pointed question, I'm going to have to go with Risky being cuter than Shantae. Sorry. But my actual favorite character in the series is the Bathhouse Lady. So.
That's the objectively correct answer.
Well, there you have it. Looking forward to Bathhouse Lady and the Pirate's Curse coming up later. Our next question is from Monavita79, who asks, why is Run Roddy Tops your favorite part of the run?
Yeah, you do seem to spend a lot of time there.
After 3 years of running this game, yeah, I've spent a lot of time there. I do say that it is probably one of my favorite parts because you don't get to cheese it. The movement is very pointed, and even though you can lose a lot of time there, it's a lot of fun to see how you can save as much time as possible on what is basically considered this game's version of an auto-scroller.
Interesting. Auto-scroller optimization is a really fascinating thing to me in speedruns. So that's all the time we have for social media questions. Keep your watch on the Games Done Quick Twitter for more interview question opportunities. For now, I want to talk about just a few of the prizes that you have coming up. I'm sent now, so we're doing this.
Yep.
So the first thing I want to talk about, right down here, I don't know if we can see it here, I'm going to lift it up, is this beautiful hand-knit Spyro plushie. And so the period to donate to get this is open through the end of Kirby Superstar Ultra, and you need to donate $15 to get this. It's soft, it's adorable, it's really good. And as a reminder, our grand prize asks that you donate $150 cumulatively throughout the week. That is an Xbox One X, a PlayStation 4 Pro, a Nintendo Switch, and a really awesome gaming PC. Other than that, if you look around at the shelving on our little set here, there's a bunch of other prizes that you can see. I think off in the corner there we have maybe one of my favorite GDQ prizes. They had this one at an earlier GDQ. It's a plush of Missing No, and it's adorable and soft, and I love it. But with that being said, just check out the tracker on the Games Done Quick website and keep getting your donations in for all the wonderful prizes we have all week long. And so that is going to be it. Thank you so much for coming out to interview. Best of luck with your run. And everyone out there, stay tuned and keep donating. Kirby Superstar Ultra with Kinnan 11 is after this. And then following that, it is Shantae time. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you for that awesome interview, Brodo. Gonna read one quick donation, and then we'll be moving over to the runner. We had a $2018 donation from Fangamer, which is one of our sponsors, who says, it's summer, it's games, they're quick, The stream layout looks amazing this year. Also love that new interview setup. Y'all are doing great, and let's break last year's donation record. Thank you. Looks like we're already ready to go, though, so I'm going to throw this over to Kenan11 with Kirby Superstar Ultra Meta Nightmare Ultra Mode. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Woo! I'm Kenan11.
You see that 23:56? That's the world record as of like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was talking